Ida for screaming at my older sisters 22F and 29F, and mother, 57F, for making fun of my outcast days in high school. English is my second language. So if there are any errors, sorry for that. Ida for screaming at my older sisters 22F and 29F, and mother, 57F, for making fun of my outcast days in high school. English is my second language. So if there are any errors, sorry for that. For context, my sisters and I had a good relationship before this. We used to CRK jokes, make fun of others, but usually laugh it off and not taking things seriously, because, hey, it's just a joke. Anyways, back to the story. I-19F was getting some ice for my evening drink, but the fridge was out of small ice chunks. So, I decided to break some big ice cubes to smaller ones to fit my cup. I did the usual, use a wooden board to ease the force for me smashing the ice to smaller pieces, but my middle sister, let's just call her Eve, was talking with my grandma about random stuff. I believe that the sounds I made was too loud, so it caught her attention and she yelled at me for not using my other free hand to keep the ice bag in place, and not CRK the floor. ISD.P.D. Excuse, but yeah. We went back and forth, doing our usual sibling screaming and cursing at others. I didn't pay my attention to it, thought nothing of it as our normal quarrels. Until, she brought up the subject about fake rumors, like when I got too excited when finishing my favorite novel that I accidentally crushed my bed and a man had to fix it. It was nothing, just that my room is humid, so the wooden planks are weaker, being spreaded at my high school because of that. And laughed at the worst days of my life like it's a circus show. Nobody talked to me in those days. I did not understand why everyone avoided me. It felt like I was trapped in an iron cage, home and school. The despair knowing that I wouldn't be out of those terrifying emotions until the day until all the rumors turn out to be false. But I lost hope and move on. Nobody told me anything, they just treated me like before. I didn't contact those friends for months since graduation. And I will never say I know or see them as someone who is dear to me. No, not until after death, or whatever come after that. Me and those people are strangers now. It had left a big impact on me, and severe trust issues, which is why I'm not close to anyone in months. I don't have the courage to feel connections to people, or vent to them. That's why I'm venting my emotions here, on Reddit. Anyways, Eve continued to repeat that a guy who usually fixes our technologies in the area spreads the rumors which caused me boycotted in school. Let's call him Toolbox. He is known to be very talkative, and has a son who also attended my high school. Eve made sure to remind me of that, and laughed. When I saw her eyes that moment, it reminded me of dolphins, not my sister. A wild animal with no emotions, no sadness, no joy, no anger and no empathy. A species who enjoys bullying weaker creatures. A wild animal, nothing more, nothing less. Similar to my friends. I snapped the moment I saw those eyes and screamed. And the air dropped. It surprised everyone, including my father, 62M, who was gardening nearby, and my mother, 57F, who was chatting with my oldest sister, 29F. I screamed at the top of my lungs, calling out curse words, and yelled at Eve. That shocked her, but she kept going, and I kept yelling back, calling her a liar. A tear dropped, and 2, 3. Until I became a weeping mess that yelled as I ran away. She 10.D to B, tee me up, and I told her that I would gouge her eyeballs out if she tried anything. It got so big that my dad had to step in, and I ran while weeping like a waterfall to my room. Looking back, I think that all of this mess triggered what happened in high school. I admit, those are my most memorable days, and not in a good way. Still, after all of the crying and depressing, I remember that I still own my oldest sister, 29F, some money, and I decided to pay her back. I enter my mom's room, and I saw her and my mother, 57F, talking about something. I tried to give her the money and left. But, my mom tried to explain that Eve was just joking. Toolbox likes you platonic. BLA. Why the F.K. would I want to listen to an animal who treats my traumas like a circus show? About my most depressing moments when I realized I was truly alone in this world. I yell at them that a person is trash, garbage, feces if they treat others' emotions like toys while stomping on the ground and screaming on top of my lungs. It's not the fake joke she made countless times, but the fact she linked that to my horrible times and laugh it off like it's a comedy show.